عاشق أنا 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 عاشق.
العقل نور وأن
بله
seek refuge to Allah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. On the basis of precaution, there's no objection to that. Scholars differentiate between precaution as a mustahab and precaution as a rational. So some scholars have issued, even recent scholars have issued fatwa. If, for example, some scholars say that if, for example, to Arafat is going to be tomorrow, he should comply with that, with the general public, with the Sunnis. And some scholars have actually objected to say that if one delays it to the next day, then it's not accepted. Of course, I don't have this opinion, but some scholars do have that. This is only mentioned concerning the day of Arafah and day of Adha. Day of Adha of them. So if one doesn't perform the sacrifice on their day of Adha, then as if he hasn't done the sacrifice.
ببینید قدرت از شرایط عامه تکلیف، یعنی همه تکالیف مشروط به قدرت. قدری که قدرت داره یعنی
ability to do something is the basis of the obligations. So if one doesn't have the ability to do it, then no obligation applies to him.
اما اگه دفن نکنه حیونا میان میخورنش، نه اون اشده در ارتکاز متشرعه، اون اشده.
So if one doesn't bury the body, then animal will come and tear him apart and eat him. So this is even more severe.
نمیتونه و اینجور که بمونه طبی یا به این کسای خبر بده اونا بیان انتقالش کنن، ترس این هست که حیوانات بیان بخورنش. نه، جایز نیست، اون اهمه.
So if one, this is more, it's got priority to bury the disease. If one can't do it and then he wants to wait for someone else to, others to come and bury it, then, and in the meantime, animals might come and eat it, then it's important that the body is buried as a priority.
لا شوفوا كسبي متعارف، لا مو كسبي متعارف، أما هو مليون باب من العلم خلال لحظات هو لدني يصير.
The fact that Imam Ali had received a million type of knowledge or category of knowledge in few seconds, this is going to be ladunni. This is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of that kind. We go by what is being said.
بعضهم نعم بعضهم لا. شنو؟ لا إرسال الشعر وحلق الشعر للرجال مستحبان متزاحمان. هم هذا مستحب هم ذاك مستحب.
Having shaving the head, for men shaving the head, and having long hair, either both mustahab.
أما حلق الشعر للرجال مستحب. حديث شريف كل يوم الصادق.
It's to shave the head. We have that once a week the Imam used to shave their head. Some used to have grow hair. Not that have very long hair like women. This will be either makruh or haram, or discouraged or prohibited. To resemble, for men to resemble women is prohibited. It's haram. I've mentioned that Sheikh Murtada Ansari has a paper about taqiyya. Taqiyya is 5 categories. Wajib, muharram, and mustahab. So the 5 categories are either wajib, obligatory, or prohibited, or mustahab, or makruh, or mubah. Neutral, is free. So it all depends. It all depends on the circumstances and the situation one is in.
نه نیت بعد هیچ اثر نداره. ممکنه ثواب داشته باشه اما اسقاط واجب نمیکنه. بله اگر یک فقیه جامعه شرایطی باهش مصالحه کرد پذیرفت،
if one fully qualified faqih jurisprudence, if one comes to an agreement with him, then it's okay, and the jurors should accept it from him. But to make the niyyah afterwards is normally not accepted. I've mentioned this more than once, Sheikh Tusi has mentioned in the book of Misbah,
الشهادة الثانية بدون أن يكرر وأشهد
after the second shahada,
نعم الولي شيخ الطوسي
without saying ashhadu,
على هذا ما يخالف
one to say وَإِنَّ عَلِيًّا نِعْمَ الْوَلِي. So if one to say this without saying the word ashhadu, if one says وَإِنَّ عَلِيًّا الْوَلِي, this is permissible. This is not wajib, it's mustahab.
بله
To say that in the tashahhud in namaz.
بله خب بسته به اینکه خود روایت گاهی یه جوریه که ظاهرش اینه
It
در
depends on
تمام
the
فقه
narration.
مثل استصحاب لا تنقابل یقین به شک نگفته که تو نماز یا روزه یا حج یا کجا، یعنی همه جا وقت میشه اصولی بحث قاعده اصولیه میشه. اگر نه
Well, this is applied not only in namaz, in other applications. So this becomes a debate on the issue of usul.
خلاصه اگرم نه
And if it's
قاعده
only to do
خاصی
with namaz,
جای خاصی فقط لذا فقهای
or if it's a principle which is applied for a specific application, then it will be there. So some narrations are general, to be applied generally, so that we present the principles, the fundamentals of the issues, and then the Imam says that we present the fundamentals of the issues, and you will deal with the details, you as the scholars. So when it says usul or fundamentals, it means it's not a specific case, it's a general principle.
از زمینش ارث میبره اما از عمارت ارث میبره، از قیمت عمارت ارث میبره. بله همین از درخت و در و دیوار و اینها قیمتش را ارث میبره، زمین نمیبره. نه در مسکن جایی که خونه بوده یا باغی بوده که استفاده میکنه ارث نمیبره.
Woman receives inheritance from the building, not from the land, but from the building. If accommodation is rented and so on, she will benefit from it, but not from the land.
عندما الأعيان تؤجر قيمتها يكون ربع أو ثمن للزوجة. قيمة يعني هذه الأعيان من عينها لا ترث، يعني لا يجوز لها إذا الورثة ما يقبلون أن تقعد بالبيت لأنها تملك جزء من الأخشاب والحيطان. لا.
So it's not permissible. So it's not permissible for someone to stay, for her to stay in the house, because she owns part of it.
إذا أجروا الحيطان يعني أجروا الأرض والحيطان قسم من الإيجار للأرض يصير لا، قسم من الإيجار اللي للحيطان هذا هو أجرة، يعني من القيمة قد تكون قيمة الكل، قد تكون قيمة شهرية سنوية. الله تعرف القيمة إذا أجروا.
if they lease a property,
لا
then
لا لا من نفس اليوم إذا
this
أجروه
includes
وتبدل إلى القيمة أيضا ترث من القيمة.
includes the wife will inherit from the proceed.
مالك منفعت نی، مالک قیمت عینه. اینم به خاطر اینکه حق نداره تو اینجا بشینه بگه من یه جزئی از اینا مال منه.
This is because she doesn't have the right to stay in that property because on the basis that some part of it belongs to her. So she's the owner of the value, not the property itself.
عین و قیمت مبدل شد به منفعت، هر دوش، نه عین بی قیمت مبدل به منفعت شد.
So the property itself, which has a value, it transforms into benefit, into a profit. If it doesn't have value, then it doesn't have benefit.
یعنی این دیوار یک وجود خارجیه، ارزشش یه وجود دیگه است، اعتباریه. منفعت دیوار با این قیمته، نه امکان داره، اما اون جایی که قیمت داره چی؟ این عین با این قیمت منفعتش این و قیمت حیث تقییدیه.
So the property, along with the value of it reaps benefit, and that benefit is shared.
میدونم وقتی که یه خونه 100 متر زمین داره چقدرم بنا داره.
So when you have a house which is 100 meters land and it's built on, when the experts value it, assess it, they say this is the worth of the land, and this is the worth. This amount is the worth of the building. So the wife doesn't inherit from the land value, but inherits from the rest of the building.
الروايات المتواترة تقول أنه متفيد.
Various narrations say no, this is not accepted.
كلتاهما من توابع أصول الدين.
To have devotion and wilaya, and to have bara'a, which is disownment, disassociation. One of them, just wilaya, is not good enough. And it's mentioned, there are many narrations, and it's also in the Quran. Wilaya alone is not good enough. It's not beneficial. It has to be with the bara'a, with disownment. Wilaya alone, without bara'a, without disownment, is not good. It's not beneficial. What is understood from it is the land. So the word aqar means land. So when they refer to a house, it's referred to the land of the house, to the plot. Yes, the wife inherits from the tree and its produce. The only exception is the land.
الحديث الشريف اللي يعفو عمن ظلمه هذا يوم القيامة أسرع لرحمة.
It's mentioned in the hadith, يعفو عمن ظلمه, to forgive one who's wronged him. He will go on the day of judgment. They will go to paradise quicker.
ببینید همیشه نسبت به مسبب این را نسبت به سبب هم میده، عرفی هم هست. میگه که از فلان مرجع تقلید من ماهی انقدر پول میگیرم، حقیقت یا مجاز، با اینکه از دست اون که نگرفته، از وکیلش گرفته.
For example, when someone says, I receive monthly income from such and such marja, it doesn't mean he receives it from the hands of the marja himself, but from his agent. So Imam Hussein used to say, what have I got to do with Yazid? Whereas Imam Hussein was in Karbala and Yazid in Sam. So he's saying this is because of he was the cause of all the problems he was facing. Imam Hussein. So in the case of, for example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he takes the souls through Israel alayhi salam. There's a narration. Whoever recites this dua, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take his soul himself. This dua, whoever recites it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take his soul rather than Israel. So he will not see Israel. ما ترددت في شيء أنا فاعله كتردد روح عبدي المؤمن. صار الله وابن ثار.
والوتر الموتور الإمام حسين وحده وتر الموتور. علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله عليه أخذ انتقم من قاتله، قتل. أما الإمام الحسين لم ينتقم من قاتله، وحده هو الوتر الموتور. أما ثار الله ونثاره يعني
إذا ثار الله ونثاره
لأنه ممثل الله عز وجل.
The one who is killed, who is the representative of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Imam Hussein, and that means the one who will take revenge of his blood of Imam Hussein is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just like Hussein. So Imam Hussein is Sar Allah because Allah will take revenge of Imam Hussein's blood.
الله يأخذ بثأر رسول الله، بثأر أمير المؤمنين، بثأر الأئمة عليهم السلام جميعا. يأخذ بثأرهم يعني هالمقدار اللي قتل من قتلة الحسين عليه الصلاة والسلام ولعنة الله عليهم.
Allah, there is narration that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take revenge of the killing of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and of Imam Ali and all the Imams alayhi salam. And
اما
those few who were
وتر
killed,
موصول يعني
this is not enough for the blood of Imam
وتر
Hussein.
يعني لم يؤخذ. حضرت امیر اخذه اما کافی نیست اون اخذه. لهذا ثار الله و ابن ثاره یعنی اینجور که گفتن معناش اینه خونخواهش خداست، خدا طرفه. این همه معصومین همینه. اما امام حسین علیه السلام قاتلشون
Imam Ali,
همون وقت به علم
even though the killer of Imam Ali was killed, but this is not enough, and Allah will take his revenge.
کافی نیست.
The same with Imam Hussein alayhi salam, that Mukhtar killed some of his killers, but as per narrations, this is not enough, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take revenge for Imam Hussein's blood.
وتر در لغت عربی یعنی چی؟ اینجور گفتن یعنی کتب لغت وتر یعنی کسی که
Witr in the Arabic languages
انتقام
means
قاتلش گرفته نشد. اون کشته شدنها کافی نبود
someone who has not been revenged.
از این جهت. ولهذا ثار الله و ابن ثاره، نه وتر الله و ابن الموتور، نه الوتر الموتور تنها امام حسین علیه السلام.
And al-Witr al-Mawtur, which means Imam Hussein, the one who hasn't been revenged, is only Imam Hussein alayhi salam.
بله نعم. اما ای مقدارش شون ما ادري.
It is mentioned in the riwayat about this, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take revenge of him.
دية ينطون للولي، ياخذون من الناس اللي قتلوه دية ينطون للولي. ما لهم حق، الناس ما لهم حق. يعني إذا واحد قتل وليه وارثه ابنه، إذا غيره قتل هو الفقهاء يقولون أصلا يجوز إذا عمدا كان يجوز بالقصاص يقتلوه ذاك.
So if someone deliberately killed someone, then qisas has to be applied and he should be killed.
هو يعني ما النصيحة معناه يعني بمصلحة ذاك، نصحت لله ولرسوله، يعني الأشياء اللي سويتها بمصلحة الله ونبيه. الأشياء حتى الرزق ينسب إلى
نصيحة
الله وإلى الرسول.
means
شنو ذيك الآية الشريفة؟
something that
حسبنا ما شنو ورسوله إنا إلى الله راغبون. الرزق من الله، أما القرآن يقول هم من الله هم من الرسول، يعني بسبب الرسول الله يرزق.
So rizq is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but because of also through the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives out of his grace to the people, and through the grace of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi, as per the ayah of the Quran.
أنت إلى الجلاس كالعطر في الأنفاس طهرت من أدناس
به طه به یاسین به معراج